everything, because before this, God was giving us everything. Under King David, under King Solomon, God took care of us. We was keeping his laws. Then we said, you know what? I'm good. I ain't gonna follow God. This is the result. Us today, 2026, killing each other. That's the result of disobedience. American black. What's yours, sis? Come closer. You can get under the shades. I see you trying to cover the sun. Come closer, sis. What about you, sis? Black. What about you, my brother?
Israelite.
From what tribe?
Judah.
From the tribe of Judah. Now, why don't we know who we are? Because where's the land of black? Like Chinese, they can go to China. Japanese can go to Japan. Where is the land of black? Think about it. Right, Isaiah. That's what they've given us, and we grew up with that term, right? And we've accepted it. Listen to what God says about his people. Read.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So God says the ox, you know what an ox is? It's a big animal, it's dumb. Why is it dumb? Because you can control an ox. Can you control a lion, sis? Can you control a lion? No, you can't. So an ox is a dumb animal, right? Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
And the donkey knows where he lives. So the ox knows his owner. The donkey knows where to go, where his house is. Listen to what he says about the Israelites. Read.
But Israel does not know.
It says what? It's all y'all. It says Israel don't know. And think about this part. Read.
My people.
Y'all are God's people. You from the tribe of Judah, sis.
Right.
You from the tribe of Judah, my brother.
Right.
That's you're an Israelite according to the Bible, from the tribe of Judah. He says, my people, read.
My people does not consider.
And we don't even consider. If you look, we've been passing flyers. Y'all came up. Our people don't care. They're conditioned to be okay with the way they are living right now. Now, think about it. Are we living in the best condition as a people? Why not?
We're on the cloud, so we don't come together as a people.
We don't come together? What you got, sis? You agree. What about you, my brother?
Poverty.
Poverty. Alright, now let's finish it up. Read.
A sinful nation.
You see what God calls us? A sinful nation. Now why would God call our people a sinful nation?
Because we don't know the commandments.
Good. We don't know the commandments. Read.
A people laden with iniquity.
We are laden with iniquity. What is sin? Before I continue. Because he says we are a sinful nation. What is sin? Do you know, sis? What is it?
Kill people.
Huh? Kill people? Okay.
When you go against the commandments.
Good. I like that. Same thing? Same thing. Let's see what the Bible says. Because don't take my word. Check what the Lord says. Read.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
God says sin is when you break the commandments. God calls us a sinful nation. Because what? Our people are still doing what? Killing each other, robbing from each other, committing fornication, adultery. To finish it up in Isaiah, listen to what God said. Read.
A seed of evildoers.
God calls us a seed of evildoer. Read.
Children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord.
You see what God said? We have forsaken the Lord. Now, why did we come here in America and suffer this? Why? Why did God allow this to happen to us? Why?
I don't believe we came here. I believe we was already here.
So you believe it was already? So you believe all of us was already here?
Not all of us.
Okay, the majority. Okay, what about you, sis? You believe this happened to you? Okay.
I believe it happened.
Right. I agree with you. Now, I want you to see this. Because our people, I'll tell you this. We think we're different from... Is this your people? Do you consider the Tainos, the Hispanics, your people?
As long as you're under the 12 tribes, we all the same people.
We all the same people. The same thing that happened to us happened to them. I agree with what you said. We was already here. Guess who was here? They were here already. We came later as a majority. Listen to what God said. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God said, if you Israelites, how you doing, my sister? Hey, what's your nationality real quick? What's your nationality? Black? So you from the tribe of Judah, the very first tribe. Listen to what God says about our people. All right, read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
God says to observe and do all his commandments. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
God said, if you don't listen to me, all these curses, or curse a good thing or bad thing? Bad thing. You agree? Sis. My sister.
Andrea.
Andrea, you agree curse? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
My what now?
Curses. Like when somebody put a curse on you, is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's bad. Listen to what God said. He said, if you don't listen, I'm gonna put curses on the Israelites. Read.
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
I mean, gonna come upon us and overtake us. Read 46 for her. Read.
46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
It says those curses gonna be on the Israelites for a sign. What does the sign do? If you want to know, this is Family Dollar, right? There's a sign that says Family Dollar. It identified something. God saying the curses would be there to identify who the Israelites are in the last days.
Right.
Because guess what? Somebody's claiming to be you.
Right.
While you claiming to be somebody else.
Bring
Think
it
about
up.
that. Read what God said. Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
It says forever. That means the curse we're about to read, we have to identify who does it fit. Does it fit the Chinese, the Arab, the white man? Who does it fit for us? Verse 16. Read.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
God said, you will be cursed in the city. Back then, the market street, we was the one being sold on the market street. Do you think those curses are still here today? How?
The prison system.
Okay. What about you? What you got? Okay. What about you? What you got? Same thing too, my brother? What you got? Are the curse still on us today?
Yeah.
Curse in the city, right? Where do black people usually live? In the ghettos. Who lives in the ghetto? Do you see Chinese people in the ghetto?
Listen to the
Anywhere you go in this world, there is a ghetto. And guess who you're gonna find in the ghettos? Our people. That's a curse. Listen, read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
I want y'all to see this. God said, if you, my brother, what's your name? Trey, where you from? What's your nationality? Congo. Yeah. So you're from the mainland, Africa.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna teach you who you are according to the Bible. Do you know who you are?
Sir.
So what's your biblical nationality? Right. So that's why we are here, because our people don't know, because we just adopted the labels that was put on us as a people. God said we would be cursed in the field. What are we doing here in the field? Work. What kind of work? Because we work today. We were slaves. We was picking cotton, sugar cane, tobacco. Guess what we're doing today? We are the first fired, last hired. That's a curse, according to God.
Right.
Now, verse 32. Read.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Do y'all have kids? You have kids? But you got nieces? Guess what? God said, read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
It says your sons and daughters would be given to another race of people. Another people is another race of people. You from the Congo? Trey, you from the Congo, right? What happened to our people that was in the Congo?
Right now?
Right now, I'm gonna bring it to today. But back then, what happened during this time? We was taken from the Congo and shipped where? And given to another race of people, whether it was the white man and the Arabs, because they both had us in slavery.
Right.
And that's the history they don't teach our people. They only teach us about the white man part. The Arabs had you enslaved too. They had you enslaved first, the sub-Saharan slave trade, and then you had the transatlantic slave trade. All right, read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Meaning you would look, but guess what? You would have no power to get your kids back.
Right.
Even today, I'm gonna bring it to today, 2026. If you do not raise your kid according to America's standard, what will happen?
CPS gonna come.
CPS, Child Protective Service.
Bring it out.
That means, guess what? The curses are still on us till today.
Right.
That's how God was mad with us, because we disobeyed him. Remember, the reason all this happened to us today, for disobeying God. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hands.
And there shall be no might, no military might, no economical might. Nothing can you do to get your kid back. Nothing. Now, verse 48. Read.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Now, because you refuse to obey my commandments, Israelites, now you're gonna serve who?
Thine enemies.
Did God say we're gonna serve our friends? What God just called them? Enemies. So, do we got friends? How you doing, my brother? What's your name? Come on. Where you from? What's your nationality?
I'm from Greensboro.
What's your nationality?
Oh, black.
You're black.
Yeah.
Black is a color in the crown box. Your gene I can see is black. That's not a nationality. That's what we was given. That's what we're going into. We are the Israelites according to the Bible. So far, we've read some of the curses, right, sis? Who fits those curses? So far, do the white men fit them? Do the Chinese fit them? Because the Chinese know where he's from. The white man will tell you, hey, I'm from Rome. Because Trump said his ancestors was from Rome. They know who they are. We are the one that lost our identity. That's why we are here to wake up our people. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Because we disobeyed God, God said we're gonna serve our enemies. What? Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent the enemies against us? God sent them. Read.
In hunger.
Meaning what? You want food, you have to go to Food Lion, right? Who owns it, my brother? Who owns the Food Lion?
Bring it
Don't
out.
be scared now.
They own the food line.
Who's they?
White man.
The white man.
The white man. Yeah, come on, man. Come on. Read. So we need food. We got to serve the white man. Read.
And in thirst.
We need water, because you just drank a water bottle. Who owns it? The white man. Because guess what? Rain falls free from the sky, but you can't collect it. You cannot do that. You have to serve the oppressor for you to be able to eat, for you to be able to drink. Read else.
And in nakedness.
The clothing on our back. Think about it. Yes, some of us have our own clothing brand, but the textile to make it, who owns them? It's them. It's not us. We don't own nothing. We have to serve our enemies for everything, because before this, God was giving us everything. Under King David, under King Solomon, God took care of us. We was keeping his laws. Then we said, you know what? I'm good. I ain't gonna follow God. This is the result. Us today, 2026, killing each other. That's the result of disobedience. Read.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. Whatever you want, you gotta serve your enemy. Y'all drove here, right? You have to get a driver's license. Who did you have to go to get your driver's license to come here?
White man.
You need education. Who do you have to go to get your education from? The white man, your enemy. We're gonna replace the white man. We're gonna say what God calls them, our enemies. You need whatever you need. Even when you die, you gotta get buried. You have to get a death certificate. Even in death, you gotta serve your enemy for everything. You're born, you gotta serve who? Your enemies. And it's gonna be very specific, because a lot of our people like to play semantics. But God deals with us as a whole. Yes, some individuals might be doing well, but the whole, as long as your people is poor, I don't care how rich you are poor also, because your people is suffering. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
And that enemy is gonna put a yoke of iron. You see right here? You see what my brother got? Those are photographs. Those are called yoke of iron. God's being specific. He said, after you do all this, that man's gonna put a yoke of iron, read,
upon thy neck,
until
he have destroyed thee.
Meaning what? Once he destroyed you, this is coming off. Because he said you will have a yoke of iron until you're destroyed. Now look at us. Do we have yoke of iron today, 2026? So what that tells you? Jeremiah 17:5. What does that tell you? We've been broken.
Right.
We've been destroyed. And guess what? God always prophesied that. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself.
Meaning you, my sister, you, my brother, you, and you, my brother. It says you will be what?
Shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Because if I were to ask us, what is the black man's culture?
Bruh.
What is our culture?
Bruh.
What would you say? Is YN our culture? No.
Wake 'em up.
Is hip hop our culture? So what is our culture?
Bring it out.
Think about it. Because God said we would be discontinued. Read.
And thou shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Because God gave us a culture. You know what a culture involves? How you dress, how you deal with each other.
Right.
What to eat, what not to eat. That's culture. What to listen to. How do you conduct yourself? That's our culture. So what is our culture? So how did we live? You got it for me? Read. Let's see what God said our culture is. Read.
Sirach chapter 17 and verse 11. Beside this, he gave them knowledge.
God said, besides this, he gave us knowledge. Listen to my brother, I know you're on the phone. He said he gave us knowledge. Read.
And the law of life for an heritage.
You hear what God said is a culture? The law of life for heritage. God's laws, that is our true culture.
Right.
Because if God's laws, guess what? Me and you, we ain't gonna kill each other.
Right.
Because I'm gonna love my brother as myself. My brother's not gonna try to sleep with my wife.
Teach.
Because he's gonna love his brother as himself.
Right.
We're gonna take care of our people. We're not gonna abuse the elder.
Bring it out.
We're gonna lead by example. We're gonna keep God's commandment. Moral, civil, dietary, ceremonial. We're gonna do all that.
Right.
Go back.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Because God is the one that gave us our heritage. Read.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
You see how God repeats itself?
Right.
Why do you think God has to repeat himself over and over again? Why?
Make sure people get it.
Okay, what you think?
Same.
Okay, what you think, sis? Same? Because we are rebellious people.
Yes,
We are
right.
very stubborn. Remember, I told you, we've been passing flyers. Not many people came because they're comfortable.
Right.
The white man destroyed us so bad that we're comfortable being black, comfortable being YNs, we're comfortable living in sin. But guess what? All that is payment. Because you know, just because judgment is not right then and there, you stacking a balance when you're committing sin upon sin upon sin. Read. Yep, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Because think about it. All people that kill each other, right? A lot of time, they don't get right judgment right there. God said, because what?
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Just because it's not done fast enough, read.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
That's why all people stay doing evil. That's
Right.
why they can just kill. I just read on the news, a brother just said, if you haven't killed one person in your life, you're living a loser life. That's a terrible mindset.
Right.
That's a slave Negro mindset.
Right.
And that's not who we are. We are God's people.
That's
we should
right.
be conducting ourselves as gods. Go back, read.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So, are white people or friends?
No.
Can you say no?
I can say no.
Okay.
I can say no.
Why? Why you say no? I give y'all the alley-oop. Why? Why y'all say no?
I want the same. They can do the same thing.
For what they do to us.
Okay, good. What you think? Because think about it. Do friends do this? So guess what? Just because we're in 2026, they're still lynching our people.
Right.
They're still abusing our people.
Right.
Where is the judgment? And they still hold themselves not guilty. We are the only people that have to suffer that, and our parents have to live with that. Can you imagine if you have kids? Your kid died by their hands and you have no power to do anything about it?
Bring it up.
Oh yeah.
Or your parents, something happened to you, God forbid. Think about the trauma, the stress. Those are not friends. Friends don't do that.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.